Dungeons and Dragons, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we're here for tonight, I believe, right? I think so, at least. Or maybe not. But Emily has provided some beautiful art for us. I will be posting it later on, and probably changing the channel image to that, because I don't, it's not like I stream anything else, so
this will be affecting my everyday life, so thank you.
You're welcome.
I love it. I was talking about you for the art.
Yes.
This will be affecting Jake's everyday stream.
Who gives a shit? It just looks like a generic Asian man. That's okay. It's okay. Only I know it looks like me. Well, the rest of you
also if I got anything wrong, let me know and I can try to change it.
I think it looks wonderful. I
fucking love those.
Yeah. Tortured Darcy sitting in the top. Oh, the strings. Oh, sorry. Okay. Right.
Yeah, the strings on his fucking fingers.
Zoom into his left arm as well.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Ooh.
This is a little doll kind of shadow, a little doll shadow.
I see it. Oh,
God, I love this.
Awesome.
I looked at like my left, so what would be his right arm, and I was like, "Am I stupid?" Or...
I know. I was trying to decide if I should say left or right.
That's where I went to as well.
I understood what you meant.
Thank you.
Okay, I have like
I love the
seven of these open now.
I love the way that you did the Vaerun's magic. That looks awesome.
Oh, that was actually a light painting photograph.
Oh.
Ooh.
Very nice. I like it. Okay. All right. Back to the game. That's what we're here for.
Like,
This is an art appreciation?
I really just have to say I love one more thing. I love the three normal, at the very least, normal-looking people at the top, and then the three very distinct-looking individuals at the bottom.
Like the really dark, broody ones at the bottom.
All the edgy ones.
Edgelords.
All right, but let's begin. Last we had left off, our wonderful little party of adventurers had left Free Reach in search for answers towards the Tri-Lake Castle. They had ventured towards the city of Greenspire, where they found that the city was a little bit more free than they expected, a little bit more, leaning towards some other aspects of life, some more shadier such. They had left the city and made their way towards the Tri-Castle, towards a very shorter path, trying to get there as quickly as possible to try and investigate. As they entered the region, it was a little bit more nuanced and dangerous than they had expected, and they began to veer off into various different directions until finally finding a path of which they could tread upon. Doing so, they managed to come upon a small cliff with a ascending kind of set of vertical, almost steps where there were chains attached to the entire thing, but they decided not to opt for it and instead let the two wall crawlers walk up the side of the wall, get to the top, and drop some rope down for the rest of them. Unfortunately, there was a bit of stealth breaking, and some creatures that were around the immediate area seems to have found our little party of adventurers, and we begin this by rolling initiative, which I believe you guys have already done, so I'm just going to get into combat.
Oh my god.
Boppity boop.
So many of them.
Discontented owlbear.
Oh, those ones don't actually get to go until way later, so you don't need to worry about them yet.
Oh yeah.
Probably shouldn't have even rolled it.
Voluntary tree blight. He's volunteering for this.
At
shimmering tree blight.
Very top of the round, we have Mr. Artemis.
Alrighty. Let's see.
Can we see? We can see all the ones around us currently, yeah?
The ones that are around you, yes.
Okay.
So currently you see... Oh, actually, those are... That one's supposed to be... No, this one's supposed to be hidden.
That's why I was curious, yeah.
Those two should be hidden.
I didn't know which specific ones were...
Those two are visible. So you guys had seen, as you guys had kind of realized you've been spotted, two of the actual bushes themselves almost uproot themselves and begin to snap together and have these weird creaking movements that you realize are probably not normal, and there's a very high likelihood that they might be attacking you, given that the tree has just opened a giant mouth at the side of its actual body itself, exposing this black abyss within it that seems very much like a bite. Artemis, what are you up to?
All right, I'm going to first move down to this one right here. Just kind of moving around everyone. I'll jump over to it, getting right in front of it. And well, I rolled a 20, so I get advantage on my first attack.
Yes, sir, you do.
All right. This won't be cursed, obviously, but I will go ahead and...
You sure you don't want to curse the twig blight?
Oh, yeah, no, the little guy there.
Use that one thing you can do a day?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, you could. I'm not going to stop you.
Is it control or shift? I can never remember to...
Shift for advantage, control for disadvantage.
Okay.
19. That is advantage, and that is actually enough to take it out.
Alrighty.
As you swing, you basically just cut it in half, and you see the top half go limp, while the bottom half just struggles for a brief moment before, like, basically the equivalent of face planting into the ground.
And then that would have been 15 movements. So I'll basically move back to where I was, and then move here, and then I will use my bonus action that's still remaining. Let me see, make sure that it's 60 feet. I can't remember.
I think it's 30 feet for...
Yeah, it may be. Yeah, it's 30 feet, unfortunately. So, where was I? I was right here. So yeah, no.
Yeah, we'll be right back.
That's fine. I'll stay there then, and yeah, that'll be my turn.
All right, that is the end of your turn. Darcy,
yep,
it's yours.
Right. What the hell are these things? Darcy's gonna come over here, and these things are very small.
Very small.
He just takes his quarterstaff, which he's been using as a walking stick this whole time, and golf swings at this one.
Go for it.
And with a bonus action, I'm also going to cast Shillelagh.
Ooh.
Oh, that just does damage. Okay.
Still gotta roll to hit.
Yeah, I know. 14.
14. Let's see if that hits. That indeed does. As you smack it on the side, this almost kind of weird set of, what is it called? Like fabrics seem to wrap around your entire staff. And for a brief moment, you're like, what the hell's going on? Until you feel it, and it feels almost strangely more powerful than you had expected.
All right. But yeah, Darcy just golf swings this twig blight.
Yep. That one's at 0. Beepity pop. 2 of them destroyed. Nice.
One day.
Is that the end of your turn, Darcy?
Yes. He's not getting near an owlbear. He's not going near that tree.
Okay. Fair enough. Lyra, it's your turn.
Standing near the cliff also seems like a bad idea.
Are we counting that? Sorry, real quick. Damage-wise, what is it just the 10?
It was 5.
It's the 5. It's the 5.
Okay.
Wasn't there like a mob that was above me?
There was, but we didn't
dead.
see him yet.
No, Artemis killed it. Or no, sorry. He killed the one that was down southwest, but the one that was above you wasn't supposed to be visible.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean,
that's my bad.
It's okay. I will assume that but I would like know that I got hit from that direction.
I think you got hit by the one below you.
Was it below me? I thought it was the one above me that hit me.
I think it was the one below you. Oh no! This was initiated by you being attacked, right?
Yeah.
So it was this one then. The other one is so the other one is still alive, but this one is dead. Because I'm guessing Artemis would have swung at this one. You would still have your art movement, so that's my fault. Artemis, if you wanted to change up anything.
Swing at what? The one right next to me?
Yeah.
I would have had my bonus action left, so sure, I'll make an attack. I don't have advantage on that attack, right?
No.
Okay, that's what I thought. Let me find my attack. It'd be this one. I like to imagine I'm sitting there waiting for the big guy, and then that one just pops out of the bush, and I just instinctually like cut it in half.
Sure, we'll just go with them. You know what? Fuck it. They're both dead. Whatever. I don't think it affects anything in the outcome.
Probably not their twig plates.
No. It's fine. But yeah, Lyra, it's your turn. You had the one you had seen that both of them got smashed by Artemis, and
Oh shit! Hold on. I gotta roll my thing.
Oh, you're right. Yes, you do.
Yeah, I have to roll it twice.
I'm upset with myself. I went to do a test roll because I made it so that Shillelagh actually has, has an attack roll to it.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, fucking 20.
Nice. Why did you roll 2?
That's rough.
Oh, no, you rolled 2 because it affects you for both, right?
Yep.
So the first one's a failure, but the second one is a success.
Vaerun looks tilted.
Give me 1 second. I'm just going to... Yeah, you can, if you click your token, you can press, I believe, Control to rotate them. I'm just going to read up and make sure I have...
I remember there being something about tilting,
Yes.
like your character token.
Yes, Vaerun's very tilted right now.
Hey, Artemis.
Yep.
As you failed your first wisdom saving throw, we're gonna back up a little bit.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
What's your movement?
I would have had 50. I had 20 when I was where I was. So when I was right there.
You immediately use your reaction to move a distance equal to your max move speed towards the nearest one.
Yep.
Do you make it?
Oh my god, he could.
Oh, 35. You do make it. Actually, no, it's on top of a hill. You wouldn't be able to make it. You'd be able to make it here.
Gotcha. So does that mean my second attack on the other one in the bush doesn't go through?
Yeah, it wouldn't go through. So that one would actually still be alive.
Gotcha. Okay, so for context, as Artemis killed the one down below, when he cut it down for a brief moment, there seemed to almost be like he stopped and began to mutter something under his breath that really only Lyra and Vaerun could hear.
I read your No, so the nearest enemy would be this twig blight. So you would use your reaction to move towards it rather than using your bonus action.
Okay, so yeah, I would have just pretty much same thing, but yeah, so he'd start like muttering to himself and then almost unnaturally quickly dash right in front of that one and just eviscerate it with what would be his bonus action attack and the part of the reaction.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he's done, he seems out of breath and is almost hyperventilating.
Does your attack still hit with a -5? It does, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it would have been a 20, so.
Mm-hmm.
Would I have been able to hear what he was saying?
I don't know.
That's up to Artemis.
GM. Oh, well, I mean, with your passive perception, probably. There he probably, since there was an enemy, his voice would have shifted slightly. Almost changing and almost like a different person was saying it. As he would just start repeating die as he rushed to that one.
That's
Varus.
charming.
Varus is like, oh, we've got another one.
his normal green eyes would probably be more. This one would actually shift to like a hazel color.
There you go.
And then once he stops and he starts breathing heavily, it turns back and he is sweating a bit.
I think Varus would look at him. We're gonna have to talk about that.
All right, Lyra. Now it's your turn. Sorry about that. This one is dead though. That one is dead. Yeah. Sorry, just have to work out some of the things because oh god, it's so hard to keep track of everyone's weakness.
Well, so obviously I am quite taken off guard. Then I just watch Artemis just raid these two.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, it's honestly kind of a little bit terrifying. It's like, and kind of just weakly mutter, thanks, Artemis. And yeah, I'm going to go into my. No, I'm gonna first imbue my weapon with fire.
Mm-hmm.
And then I am going to. Oops. Like trees on a cliff, right?
Yep, it's 10 feet up, so you wouldn't actually be able to hit it from there.
Nice. Does it have like any vines or roots that like might give it like ranged attacks or anything?
From the best that you can tell, you can see that a lot of the tree branches are kind of flexing out and inwards, so it does look like it has some reach.
Okay. Well, what would be like the normal jump height for?
So there are rules for jump height. What is your strength modifier?
It is a +4.
I believe as a normal jump, you should be able to, with a 10 feet head start, you should be able to jump up to 9 feet up. Is that right? Is that right? Or is that...
I have a jump calculator.
Yes. Could you do that for me, please?
Yeah. Give me 1 second. This is my job in my other game.
Jump distance is weird in this because if you have a negative strength score, no matter what, for whatever reason, you can only jump 1 foot.
Yeah.
Because
What's your
that
strength?
makes sense.
Strength what?
What's your strength?
Oh, the
Whoever's
total
jumping.
score?
Yeah, the total.
It's 18.
18. And how tall are you?
We can just say 5'8".
All right. And so he does have a running start.
Yes.
Let's assume that yes.
His long jump is 18 feet, and he can jump 7 feet off the ground.
Oh,
Okay,
that's
so
not bad. You'd be able to jump
Not-
up 7 feet, and with that 7 feet jump, you'd be able to make an attack against it.
but I can't get up to where the tree is.
You could if you wanted to grab onto the side of the wall. I believe you'd have to dash though, because you wouldn't have enough movement to climb up all the way.
I will say it does specify that he can reach something that's within 15 feet if he it's a vertical or starting run or whatever you want to call it.
Yep.
But that
They
still
can
would probably
jump
cut
up.
into his movement speed regardless. So
Yeah, you can only ever go as far as your max movement speed is.
Yeah.
That's including jump distance.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to. So if I moved up here, I can't jump after that, right?
You wouldn't be able to jump up. I actually think you would be able to jump up and still hit it. But you wouldn't be
Okay.
able to move anymore after that.
That is fine.
Because
I
you're not
will.
moving anymore when you jump like that. I was gonna say it's part of your movement. Yeah, sure. You can move like that, jump and hit it. But you'd still fall down and you'd still be out of reach normally. You'd have to jump again to try and hit.
That is fine. I will move here and attempt to jump and hit at whatever outstretched things I can catch.
Okay, go for it.
And I have the flaming axe, but I don't have rage or anything activated yet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my lord!
Roll me a D10.
That was about.
Ah,
Oh no.
fucking rough.
Come on, dude.
Ooh. I believe 1 and 2 was to hit yourself. 3 is to something nearby. All right. Give me a D100.
I'm waiting for this axe to fling out of Lyra's hands and just somehow nail one of us in the.
yeah, I was about to say
Yeah.
she's about to Steph Curry that shit straight over to us.
All right. So the rest of you watch as Lyra, she kind of draws her axe, and in that brief moment, the entire axe lights up in this blast of flame as her eyes narrow into those pupils, a very lizard-like looking. As she dashes forward, she jumps up and tries to swipe at it, and in that brief moment, your axe gets embedded into the side of the actual cliff as you miss. It's going to be tough to rip out. So it's deep in the cliff right now.
Oh no. Goodbye, axe.
It will take your action to remove it if you want to do that, or you can swap to a different weapon. But I believe you made your first attack. You're not level 5 yet, so you don't have a second attack, and you are not in a frenzied rage. And I believe you don't have your bonus action, so that's the end of your turn.
Yep, that is managed. I just watch myself do that, and you just hear me mutter out loud like "fuck."
Fair enough.
Is it still on fire?
It is, because it is still in Lyra's hands.
It's just a flaming axe in the cliff.
Yep.
This is where I'm a professional, guys.
The rest of you watch as this owlbear kind of turns, looks at all of you, and for that brief moment, there's a... Actually, two people would catch it. Varus and Artemis, the two of you would catch a strange amount of intelligence in this owlbear that you haven't noticed in a lot of other animals. You're not sure if it's actually like smart or if it's something else, but it seems a lot more tactical than you expected. Not necessarily tactical, but just, numb. Vestelle, you watch as this owlbear... Oh my god, I almost dropped my food. Oh, shit. Sorry. Vestelle, you watch as this owlbear sprints towards you, getting up from its kind of resting position, and immediately goes for a swing at you. Alright. Claw, 14, does that hit?
Nope.
Right? You deftly dodge to the side as it tries to swipe at you towards its claws, and in that brief moment, you catch that the claws are longer and more extended than you had expected for a creature like this. They look almost abnormal on it. And it's going to go for a bite. 20.
That hits.
All right. As soon as the beak makes contact with your shoulder for a brief moment, you feel a feeling that you felt familiar, mainly when Varus bit you. And you watch almost as some of your blood just seems to flow into the owlbear's mouth.
Let's let's go. Let's go.
Did anyone else have a vampire owlbear on their bingo card? Because I did.
Varus, that's a failed wisdom save. Do you do it on your next turn, or is it now?
It's now, because it would be the second,
Oh, it is your turn now.
Happens. Yeah, that's
so he
my
has an
turn.
option between Artemis and me.
Well, he's already tasted Darcy blood.
Oh no.
Let's just add to this bingo card I've got, huh?
You get to join the club.
Yeah, he needs a new one.
He's got to get the full list.
I guess I gotta bite Artemis.
Go for it.
Yeah, no, Artemis, I did not have vampire owlbear. I had vampire tree.
Ah, that misses. Look at
That
that.
does miss.
Artemis, you hear unnatural shuffling from behind you. You're like, oh shit, something's happening. You turn around and you see Varus lunge at you as you duck out of the way.
Yeah, does he break out of like his
No, he needs blood for that.
No,
gotcha.
no, he doesn't. That's his turn.
Could I, knowing that he needs blood, could I let him hit me?
Sure, if you wanted to.
Sure, as he's like swinging at me and I kind of realize what's going on, I see him in his little like frenzy, I'll block it with like my forearm.
Okay. He lets the attack hit him. So you take 7 points of piercing damage, and Varus, you are out of your frenzy.
Hell, let's go. It's gonna keep happening. I don't know what to tell you.
Fine.
I guess I will turn around then, look at Vestelle and go, usually aim for the underbelly. Bonus action, help action. So she'll have advantage on our first hit.
Mm-hmm.
And that will be my turn.
Vaerun, What are you up to?
All right. I will blast.
Blast the motherfucker. Which one?
All right. All my homies get blast.
Ooh, you're blessing. Okay. Which 3 targets?
What
are
did you
blessing?
think he said?
I heard blast.
Blast.
Oh no, I said blast.
Okay. My bad.
I thought I heard blast, but then Jake said blast, and I was like, okay.
Okay. Well, Lyra, Vestelle, and Artemis.
Good choice. Good choice.
Vestelle, Artemis,
That's 3, right? Yeah. Yes.
and Lyra. Okay.
And that's how I will spend my turn.
All right. That is the end of your turn.
Yes.
The tree blight, as it kind of comes to life, and almost the entire forest begins to shake unnaturally, and you hear the snapping of the twigs, the branches breaking, the movement of the like the creaking of the trees, the unnatural movement. All of a sudden, everything comes back, and it will use its action to awaken tree blights or twig blights, not tree blights.
Oh. Tree blight angers more trees.
Can you fucking imagine? As these 3 enter the battlefield. Though, are they going to be able to do anything? Who the fuck knows?
I'm the tree blight. I speak for the trees. Well, that makes sense.
And in that moment, it is going to use one of its grasping root attacks, specifically towards Lyra, because she is well within reach.
Man, I wonder why.
I wonder why. All right. Does a 21 hit you?
Of course it does.
You take 12 points of bludgeoning damage as you feel this giant branch slam into your side, pick you up, and start dragging you towards it. You don't take the 6 points of slashing, but as you are brought up to its mouth, it will use its bonus action to bite you.
Nice.
Oh, that's not what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to roll that. That's a 20 to
Of course.
hit.
Yeah, that.
You take 16 points of piercing damage.
Ooh.
Oh,
I can't add that to my HP. Or I have to do.
You know what? Lyra looks like she has that handled. I'm gonna deal with the owlbear.
Lyra looks like she's having a great time.
Yeah, you have
Drag
a
around
handle.
with the roots and like toss like a dahlia.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I have a plan.
The
It's
rest
going to
of
be
you-
existentially horrifying.
Watch as it fucking scurries away,
Really? Oh.
taking Lyra with it.
Oh no.
damn.
Oh, actually, because it's a size category up, it has full movement when it does this.
Oh my god, that's terrifying.
The rest of you watch it
Uh-oh.
grab Lyra and just drag her along with it as it goes 30 feet
Yoink.
north.
Damn.
It was nice knowing you.
That is the end of its turn, as goes to... Oh my god,
Have
what?
fun making a new character, Surya.
Oh no.
Oh no, why do these twig blights... Why are they so far away? Oh,
Alright.
the rest of you watch as another bush awakens. This one starts...
I have a quick question, G.
Sure, what's up?
Is my axe still stuck in the wall?
The axe was unfortunately... You know what? Give me a d20. On an 11 or higher, it got dragged out of the wall and came with you. It
Oh,
came
let's
out
go.
with
Hey, there you go.
you. You still have your flaming axe with you. Good news at least. But this one is going to take all of its movement to move up to Artemis. That's the end of its turn. Vestelle, you are blessed. You are being attacked by a vampire owlbear.
Yes. Remind me what bless does again.
You get a plus...
You add a D4
Yes, a d4 to
to
attack rolls and
attacks
saving throws.
and saving throws.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Fun.
I'm going to move over here to get away from the cliff.
Mhm.
I'm going to hit this thing with my halberd, and I'm also going to activate my Crimson Right, which will give me radiant damage.
Ooh, okay. What does it look like when you're activating your Crimson Right?
I think the halberd would probably get these like spectral veins on it and goes up to the blade, and it like covers the whole blade in like blood, I guess.
Ooh, fancy.
Looks like it. Yeah. Okay.
It looks like blood, but it does radiant damage. I love it.
Yeah, the rest of you want
Yeah, you know, it's yeah.
These thin veins are kind of arch out from Vestelle's hand, attach itself to the handle of the actual polearm itself, and in that brief moment, a pulse of just red blood goes along the entire shaft of it, and you can see the entire blade gets coated in it, and for a brief moment, it turns from the blood red that it normally is into this bright and shining light that kind of just glows ever so slightly in front. It looks pretty cool.
I also get advantage on this?
You do not have an advantage
Yep.
on this. Do you?
From the help?
Oh, you do! From the help action, yes.
Yeah.
12. That
Oh.
is... Wait,
Can I add
the D4?
Yeah, you have
Yes.
the D4.
Yeah. That hit?
You'd have to roll the D4 to find out.
Okay.
It does hit!
Yes.
Hey,
15.
let's go.
Alright.
That was
9
another
points of slashing and
The D4, right?
this.
3 radiant.
3. Nice. Yeah, as you just slash into the side of this owlbear, and you can see that it is taking the wounds and the radiant damage is affecting it, though strangely it
With
doesn't
the-
seem bothered by it.
Would it have made a difference at all if I took into Varus's advice and aimed for its stomach?
Specifically,
Well, that's what gave the advantage.
Unfortunately,
Okay,
yeah, the advantage was gotten from aiming at the stomach, but yeah.
Okay.
That's just a little flavor that I need. That I do.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Do you also have to take damage for using it?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Be
I
another.
believe it's a D4.
Yes.
Is it going to be another 3?
Two.
Nope.
2.
That also decreases from your max temporarily, I believe.
Yes.
Or do they change that?
I doubt.
Bloodhunter's gone through a lot of changes since I first got introduced
Yeah,
to
but I
it.
feel like that's one of the things that probably hasn't ever changed.
Probably.
Oh,
No, it just says that
oh,
the damage can't be reduced.
wow! They did change it.
Huh.
Oh.
Nice.
I guess because
Good
it's
to know.
difficult. I guess because it's difficult to keep track of on most VTTs.
I guess. Interesting. Yeah, you just take necrotic damage equal to it. Interesting.
Very cool.
I like
Ooh,
that.
necrotic damage. That means it can be reduced.
Well,
No,
Wait,
it
sorry.
says that
not
specifically
not
can't
this
be
one.
reduced.
Ah, okay. Okay, fair enough.
That's it.
All right, Artemis.
Alrighty. Let's see. I'll go ahead. Let's see how far is it? Yeah. I'll go ahead and cast my bonus. No, never mind. I won't do that. I'll just attack this one right here next to me.
Go for it.
So let me find the attack. 24.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
Alright. And is it still up?
No.
Alright. I have to make
Please.
another save.
It has effectively 1 HP.
I think that passes.
I believe so.
Yeah. So
Oh,
yeah, when Artemis catches his breath, he kind of stops himself as he cuts down that one and just says,
What's your wisdom mod and your proficiency mod?
wisdom is 3, prof is 2, still
Yeah,
me
so
too.
his would be 13,
Oh, yeah.
just like mine is.
Yes. I believe most of yours I set to be about the same, so should be fine, yeah.
But yeah, as he cuts that one down, he seems to also breathe a bit more heavily as he says, "No, I can hang on." As he'll then rush to the owlbear here,
Mm-hmm.
making an attack with his other weapon, the obsidian one. And
11
I'll add
misses.
the D4
Oh,
Yeah.
because I'm feeling #blessed.
Hashtag blast. Oh my god.
15.
15 hits.
Hashtag blessed.
Oh, baby, that's what I'm 24. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh.
As all bonus attack. But I'm having a stroke. Bonus action attack the owlbear. And that will. See, I think that was most of my movement. So I'll just remain there.
Okay, that is the end of your turn. Darcy.
Lyra's being dragged off by a tree.
Lyra is indeed being dragged off by a tree. You guys can tell that she is not looking good.
Okay, I can get there and be within 30 feet.
After getting chomped by that tree, she's bleeding out of places she really shouldn't be. Oh.
Turning forward as his eyes glaze over, as he takes his hands together and pulls them out as a spectral, what appears to be a spectral thread pattern appears between his fingers.
Ooh.
And I'm going to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
Ooh, okay. All right. Give me one moment. All right. Would you mind popping that into chat so I can just click it?
Certainly.
Okay. Ooh.
Of course.
Oh,
stupid fucking tree.
Oh. As you attempt to push forth this wave of magic onto this creature, something that you didn't even know you were capable of, in that brief moment, you're like, this feels right. But unfortunately, it doesn't seem to take, as whatever spell effect it seems to have resisted.
And now I'm standing in a field. Why am I standing here?
You look up at the tree and you're like, oh shit. And then you turn around and you're
no.
like, oh shit.
That's my turn.
Yep. Another twig blade that is way too far from anybody to do anything. It jumps off of the cliff and runs after Vaerun. That's the end of its turn.
How tall is the cliff?
I think it was like 10 feet, so it doesn't take any damage.
Oh, yeah. Shame. That would have been hilarious.
That would have been hilarious.
Just like,
Lyra,
death or,
you are currently
death
connected
or glory.
To it?
Just breaks on the rocks.
Give me a nature check just very quickly. Oh, shit. You're pretty confident you can cut the root off. The root that is currently grabbing you.
Okay, well, I would like to first go into a rage and frenzy.
Ooh, okay, a frenzied rage.
Yep, and I would like to attempt to cut off the roots in front of me,
right.
Or that are kind of trying to drag me. Do I have advantage or disadvantage?
Nope. That's only if you are restrained. Give me a attack roll to try and cut the thing off.
I'm trying to do a reckless attack. This no.
That's you?
No, I'm about to fucking die.
18. That does hit, and that does do enough damage. Yeah. You very much, as you kind of just grab the great axe, you just slash through, and the entire root snaps off, and it just kind of dies on you, and you just rip off the rest of it, and just falls to the ground. It is no longer grappling you.
That's the
you have a +2 because you're in rage.
Yes, so that would be 17 damage. Plus the 4, which is 21.
Oof.
Sheesh. Yeah, that but for some reason, you don't think that damage actually affected the tree.
Oh. I still have my movement, right?
You do still have your movement. Just remember that if you were to exit,
not the actual tree.
Yeah, just remember that if you were to exit its range, it potentially could get an attack of opportunity.
Right, I used my action and bonus actions.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. If it did an attack of opportunity, it would be the roots, not the bite, right?
It would not be the bite. You're pretty sure that it can only really bite someone that it's grabbed on, mainly because the mouth is kind of like positioned a little bit higher on the actual body itself. It wouldn't be able to bite you from where it is.
But if it grabs you with a root, it will just drag you back in again. Red pill or blue pill, Lyra? Red pill or blue pill?
No, you know what? I'm gonna stay within its range. I don't have any more actions.
All right.
I think
you turn around to face it. Owlbear time. Given that both Artemis and Vestelle have both just heard it, it will make one attack at each. Biting towards Artemis. 17.
Hit me. I think that'll just hit.
Yep. You take 9 points
Yeah,
of
my
piercing
AC
damage,
17.
and
Gotcha,
it heals 9.
You know what? You know what? Screw you. I reaction, and I'm going to give him the old voltage.
Oh, go for it.
Reverse that healing right now, son.
Oh my god, dex save. 15? It fails. It takes the full 12. Nice, that's solid. And it's going to take another claw attack towards Vestelle. 14?
Nope.
Oh, it just misses. But yeah, it bites onto you, Artemis, and in that brief moment you kind of release this electric shock towards it, and its entire body...
Yeah, I send lightning straight into his mouth.
Ooh, it is not happy about that, but it does still have enough energy to just swing around and hit almost Vestelle. But that is the end of its turn, and it goes to Varus.
This is probably going to be very stupid. But fuck it, you know, why not?
Sometimes you just gotta
Actually,
do what you
it might not be that bad, actually. So I'm going to go run up here to be flanking with Vestelle. I'm going to stab it with my rapier.
Go for it. You have advantage.
Which should hopefully have sneak attack on there. Let me check if the rapier does.
Oh, you do. Because there's...
Yes, okay, cool.
Oh, sorry.
I was checking. Yeah. 21.
Ooh, 21.
Fucking pretty bad. Oh. Pretty bad damage, though.
Damage is damage. As you stab into the back of the owlbear, you can see it begin to bleed this like thick red blood. And in that brief moment, you're like, "Oh shit!" Until you realize you're actually you're perfectly fine.
Yeah. And then I will just disengage and kind of. I've got 10 feet of movement. I just go down on this cliff.
You just the rest
walk
of you
down the cliff.
Watch as Varus just kind of casually disappears off the side of the cliff.
Yeah.
Bye,
so bonus action disengage, walk down the cliff, and that'll be my turn.
All right. It goes to this twin blade. Which one? Oh, this one. Hey! Is there someone within range? Darcy?
Oh no.
Oh, Darcy.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Yes, hello! It runs straight up at you, and it just swings its claws towards you, Darcy. 11. It misses.
Nope.
It's
that's a hard miss.
Useless. Vaerun, it's your turn.
I see my my friend and teammate dying. I'm like, hang in there. I will healing word. I'm going to.
I mean, fair. To be honest, fair.
Wait until that thing crits you and gouges out your fucking eyes or something.
Well, let's hope not.
7 points of healing.
For Lyra?
Yes.
Lyra, you feel a surge of healing come into your body as some of your wounds close up ever so slightly as you heal 7.
I will use Sacred Flame on the big boy.
Ooh, the big boy.
The big boy.
Pop Sacred.
What was this called again?
Pop Sacred Flame into chat and let me click.
One whole point of damage.
It failed its save. It takes
one entire damage.
It takes 1 point of radiant damage. Yeah.
Tickle.
But I really felt that, eh?
Yep.
Just think, next level you could do 2 points of damage.
Hey, what's I'm looking for?
Hey. You'll get there.
That's
Is that the end of your turn?
Here on the Secrets Whispered, we dream big, folks.
no. I'll give the Twiggler attack of opportunity because I'm gonna move
Okay.
closer.
It will attack you.
We gotta give them all the
Fucking
chances they
come
can.
on. This piece of shit's you.
Oh my
What are the
It's almost
chances?
like they're twig bites, Jay.
I know, but it rolled a 2.
I feel
It
bad
has
for
a
them,
plus
but
3.
it's
It could potentially hit. Let's
Yeah,
All right, Vaerun.
that's my turn.
That's
I
your
mean,
turn.
like, it would need a 14 to hit me.
It goes to this one. Oh, the big boy, the big boy, the big boy.
Oh no.
Let's see. Let's decide what it does. Let me check its intelligence. Oh, actually. Okay. Okay. All right.
Don't tell me it's smart too.
It's going to swing at Lyra with a grasping root. 18.
Oh my lord, yes. But that's, I think the damage is
Yes.
half
You
this
take
time.
9 points of bludgeoning damage, reduced to 4. You don't take the slashing damage yet, but because you're right up against it, it will bite you.
Why?
Oh my
is it
God.
really-
You take 20 points of piercing damage, reduced to 10.
That's rough, buddy.
It honestly considers itself stronger, so it will actually move up to here
Oh.
and hit Vaerun with its branch attack. Or attempt to. 27. Vaerun, you take 11 points of bludgeoning damage as it basically struts up carrying Lyra in one of its branches and just smacks the shit out of you with another branch.
Okay, we're gonna need a con save.
I did a con save on Bless. Okay? Oh, he's here. There goes Blessed.
Oh my lord.
That's rough.
This tree, I swear.
Question: is Vaerun the only one we don't know the weakness for?
Yeah.
I don't think you guys know his weakness yet.
No,
That's
we
'cause
don't.
My weakness isn't
think
like your guys' weakness.
It's
I
less
think I know what it
combat-centric,
was.
I think. It's
Well, mine's not combat centric at all. I mean, it causes the combat, but that's about it.
I think I know what it was because they talked about it one time, or at least Kay accidentally might have mentioned it one time. But
Have you been
Either way, it'll
Wait,
come up
Kay,
at some
have you
point.
been doing the wisdom saves?
I have.
Okay, cool. Because I'm just checking.
Actually, I got one yesterday. It was stack.
yesterday.
Well, I mean, last session. Or the last.
Did you take your 11 damage, Kay?
No, I did not, because the thing didn't show up. I was looking for the.
This-
Okay.
Oh, no, this should have come up at least once. I still remember. Maybe I haven't been keeping track. Oh, good. That is the end of its turn, however, as it goes to Vestelle.
Right. I'm still being attacked by this owlbear, so I'm gonna
Yep.
slash it with my halberd. Does the right damage still? Do I still get more right damage from it?
Yes, your right damage is there until, I believe, a minute is up.
I think it's set until I take
A
a
minute
rest.
is up, or until you dispel it, whichever comes first.
Yes.
The effect of the right lasts until you finish a short or long rest.
Oh, never
yeah.
mind then.
What? Oh my god.
Good lord.
Just have
wow.
a glowing blade
Yeah, I guess so.
until you decide to fall asleep.
Yeah, the effect of the right.
That's either going to be
That's going to be
that's going to
good or
work as
bad.
either a beacon for things that want to eat us, or something that scares things away. I don't know.
Well, we'll
Radiant
see.
damage is going to be weird here.
Holy, 14. The owlbear looks real rough.
Good.
Good, we need more people on this tree.
I'm gonna move over here.
I believe you still have your bonus action. I think you can hit it with the end of your staff.
Oh, you're right. Okay, I'll do that too.
Since you moved there, you can do it with advantage.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Should have done that sooner.
Pretty sure you get your right damage on it too.
Yep, you just roll your halberd again, and then instead of the full damage, it's a d4 plus your strength modifier.
Well, hold on. Click the plus button, right? There should be a plus button on the 22, just to see if you crit. You know, you never know.
Oh, yeah. Nope.
Oh, well, that's the wrong crit.
Nope.
I mean, you crit, but just
wrong crit.
Yeah, no. I'm
Plus
gonna
your
take
strength.
the 22
And then you have another
my-
D4 on top of that.
no, I think it's
From the
only
right
the
damage.
blade part. But that's only the blade part.
Is that only the blade part? I thought it was the entire
Does
weapon.
it count as my
I
whole
thought it was the
weapon?
weapon.
Let me double check.
Yeah, that was what I was gonna say. Was I thought it was since
infuses
it was
your
a
maybe.
weapon strikes
Okay, cool.
on one weapon.
That's
It used to be for like pole arms and stuff. You would have to write each side separately, which was annoying.
Which is really dumb.
Oh, well.
Frankly, it's on the same weapon.
That's
it
not
does,
bad.
It
That's
shouldn't
not
matter.
bad. Plus 3, plus
So
4,
does
7, 8? 8. 8 damage. Ooh, the helmet looks real rough. Does not look happy.
That's the end of my turn.
All right. Artemis, it's your turn.
All right. Well, I have advantage on it since the Vestelle's flanking,
Yes,
so
you
I
do.
will go ahead, take my first attack at it with advantage.
Yep. Ooh. Yeah, it's gone. As you swing upwards, and just kind of cut it across its entire face, you see the bottom half of its face just kind of drop off and the entire body slump.
You know, if I
wisdom save for this one,
I was about to say, if I fail this wisdom save, it's gonna start looking like ping pong here in a second. I'm gonna start bouncing around and everything.
Oh
yes, and I fail the next one. So
my brain is
the only
brain
reasonable
feels-
person within distance. Oh, actually, there are 2 enemies. So yeah,
I was about to say, yeah.
go for it.
So I would go to this one, right?
Yes,
Since
you
it's
would.
the closest. Yeah. So yet again, like this time Vestelle now able to see it, as he kind of clutches and almost bends over slightly, putting his like head into his like into near his forearm and whatnot, as he says, "Stop, stop!" As and then eyes turn hazel again and rushes forward and just cuts that one down, or at least attempts. So
Make an attack.
we'll do an
Yeah,
attack at that
5.
one. Yep, -5. 9.
I believe that misses. You take 14 points of piercing damage.
Yep.
Damn.
Wait, what?
Yep. As Artemis charges at that one, and then seems to almost like miss, and upon missing, seems to almost stab himself in the side with the blade.
Oh,
No.
that's
And then-
pretty bad.
That's my reaction, so I'll use my bonus action to swipe at it with my obsidian blade,
Go for it.
or at that one specifically.
17. That does hit.
Fortunately, it uses my reaction, so I'm not gonna sit there and
Boink.
keep on going.
That one's dead.
But yeah.
Yep. You don't need to make the wisdom save because you're going to already be affected by the long rest thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You're below half health too. So, yeah.
Yep.
Artemis. I believe that's the ending return.
Yep, as he's sitting there, and as he swipes the little tree thing with the other blade, he slowly pulls the blade out as his eyes turn back to the normal emerald color, and he, again, kind of almost falling over, is heavily breathing.
Mm-hmm. All right. Darcy, it's your turn.
This thing's like right in front of me. It's probably this isn't good. I'm probably within range of it. So let's just try another Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
Okay. Pop it into chat. Let me roll for it. Oh,
Jesus
no.
Christ.
You mother.
No.
This tree, I swear.
This tree.
It's fine. It's wisdom save doesn't matter. I'm out of spell slots.
No. As you grasp forward, once again, you feel this magic at your kind of fingertips. In a brief moment, you let go, and something flashes forward as this creature seems to resist whatever effect you push towards it.
So, yeah. Darcy is as shit as magic as he's supposed to be.
That's fair. All right. Oh, this twig blight's still alive. Oh!
Glory unto whatever god you worship, Mary Twig Blight. Come on, bring it.
It's gonna go for Vaerun. Actually, I will roll a d3 to see who it goes for, because it is not smart enough, and it would randomly choose a target. 1 is for Lyra, 2 is for Vaerun, 3 is for Darcy. It's going for Lyra.
That's rough.
Why?
I know.
Why?
Isn't Lyra lifted up?
That
into
doesn't
the air?
hit. Thank God.
It does miss. She is lifted up in the air, but not far enough that it can't reach her.
Good lord.
That is the end of its turn. As it goes to Lyra, you are now once more find yourself lifted into the air, and because you were grasped by the root, I forgot this last time, you do take a d6 of damage.
What?
1.
Oh.
You take 1 point of piercing damage.
Lovely.
Well, I think my weakness activates here too because I took damage
Oh, yes, I saw.
from.
Yes, I believe so.
And
Oh,
when
no.
enraged, so I have to do a wisdom save throw.
Oh man.
Okay, that succeeds.
That is a
worry.
success. Nice. Okay, I might
Okay.
readjust your guys' weaknesses.
What are you talking about?
Okay,
I mean,
and
if
so
you're okay with it, then it's perfectly fine.
It is what it
As
is.
it was meant to be.
Yeah. A group of dysfunctional idiots.
If
Who
I
all have
die,
something wrong
I
with them.
die.
Very fair. All right.
So-
It's fine. I'm sure.
What's
I'm
up,
sure
Lyra?
Emily's skilled enough to Photoshop my next character in where Artemis is in the image, right?
Hey, maybe.
let's see. I would like to use my action to try to cut away at the roots that are grabbing me again.
Go for it.
God, that would be awful if
25. Yeah.
if a few of us died today
Oh no.
after she's unveiled this great art. We're just like, well,
That's why I wanted to get it to you. I wanted to get it done by today, so that if someone died this time,
She at least
you know,
knew
I wouldn't have to start over.
she at least gave it to you before you died. All right, but yeah, Lyra, you do manage to slice through the root, and the entire root kind of retracts back within it, and you are now free once more, standing on the ground. However, that is your action.
Yep. I would like to use my bonus action to take a potion of healing.
Ooh, go for it. It is 2d4 plus 2, I believe. Nice, that's max healing.
Yeah.
Chug. As some of your wounds kind of stop bleeding, and some of them seal ever so slightly. Very nicely done. Is that the end of your turn? You still have movement.
I can't run through the tree, right?
Isn't Lyra grappled?
Nope, she cut through the root.
I can't run through the tree to the
I thought
other
I
side,
re-grabbed
right?
her.
She cut through it the
then
second
she
time.
just cut it again.
You
Oh,
cannot
okay.
run through the space of an enemy. You can only run through the space that an ally occupies as difficult terrain, because, like, if you're running past Darcy, Darcy's probably going to let you past.
Okay.
The only ones that can do it, I believe, are halflings.
Yes.
Okay. Well, no, I won't move. I will stay where I am, and I'll end my turn.
All right. Varus. You are currently off the side of the cliff.
I will come up from the cliff.
You see that some things have unfolded. Lyra looks real fucked up. The tree has moved closer, but the owl bear is dead.
I will move up to there. I guess just take out a short bow and shoot it normally.
Go for it.
Because, I mean...
I love how everybody's just ignoring this one twig blade in the middle of the ground.
It's not that great. Ooh, look at that.
Unfortunately, I'm just kidding. 16
11.
hits.
Oh.
16 hits.
Oh my god.
But yeah, as you kind of jump back up, you draw your short bow, and the arrow goes sailing straight into its mouth, as it almost makes like the equivalent of a wooden choking sound. I don't know how that sounds, so I'm going to pretend I can make it.
And then for my bonus action, I will go ahead and... yeah, I'll look over to Vestelle, and I'll just go, it's a fucking tree. Hit the roots. Go wild. Bonus action help again.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Lyra's been slapping at the roots this whole time. And it hasn't done anything.
Thanks, Captain Obvious.
I haven't seen her.
Hey,
Clearly,
Vaerun.
you don't deal with trees.
It's your turn.
Obviously not.
I will
a
probably do
regular.
pretty much the same thing.
Okay. You gonna heal Lyra again?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Since Lyra is right beside it, and Artemis will have, as long as he doesn't go right beside it, he won't get slapped, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I will heal away. I'm like, you can survive. I believe in you. Even though I don't.
Whoa. Damn. Okay. All right. 8 points of
Who's
healing.
this going to?
Thanks, Vaerun.
Lyra, I believe.
Yeah.
8
On
points
Lyra.
of healing goes a long way for barbarians.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like 16.
And I'm gonna cast Booming Blade, even though I don't think it'll move.
Okay.
Shit.
The 0
That's
D8
not right.
is for the movement damage.
Well, it didn't hit.
Or sorry, the
anyway.
0 D8 is the on hit damage.
That is so wrong.
It didn't hit anyway.
That is so wrong.
Oh, wait, hold up. +2?
I don't think you're... I'm pretty sure you have a higher to hit than +2, right? You have a +7?
I believe
Let
it
me
uses
see.
your spell mod.
Let me see.
It
Does
should...
it? I don't think so.
Booming Blade doesn't.
Oh, then no.
Oh
that
no,
would
Booming Blade
miss.
doesn't.
Yeah, no, it
Yeah.
goes off your attack.
Yeah, I get +5. I just had to check.
So no matter what, it still missed.
No.
Yeah,
It's,
I mean, I rolled a 7.
It's 12? Yeah, no, 12 still misses. Alright, you
Like,
swing towards
take
it,
that.
and it just kind of shrinks back the root you try and hit back into its
Shit.
body before kind of just ejecting all of these tree branches out towards all of the rest of you.
I knew I should have taken the woodcutting lessons.
As it goes to its turn, it has enough intelligence to know that you have been healing people. It is going to make a grasping root attack against you, Vaerun. You take 10 points of
nice.
bludgeoning damage.
God.
That is...
I would like to leave.
Thankfully, you don't take the 6 slashing. However, as you are picked up, the rest of you watch as it bites down on you. For 18. As you take 2 points of piercing damage. Are you
Holy shit,
still
I'm down.
up? You're down?
I am down.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
I mean, my man just took 32 points of damage.
Damn, that 22. It really killed me.
It is still holding you in its hand, but it sees that because you are limp, it will instead move forward 1 step and swing towards
No, I have
Darcy.
19 AC.
Oh,
Wait, I have 19 AC.
you're still up?
Wait.
Oh, fucking K.
What?
Oh, I thought I had 18. I honestly thought I had 18 AC.
Jesus Christ.
Are you still up with 1?
No, I'm
He
up
didn't
with
get
a
hit.
lot more
He
than
didn't get hit
that.
with the 22.
Oh.
He didn't
I
get
have
hit with
20.
the 22 damage.
I
Yeah.
have 20 HP.
Wait, what?
Okay, so I had 30. I got hit with 10, right?
Yep.
The bite didn't hit.
And the bite didn't hit.
Oh,
so I'm up.
18 didn't hit.
Yeah, I have 19.
Oh, shit. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Right, googly moogly.
Oh my god. Wait, you have 19
There
AC.
you go.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Well, seeing as
Gotta
you're
have a
still up,
shield.
it's going to hit you with a branch.
Oh my god.
Oh my God.
Oh my god!
Why? Do you do this on purpose?
Oh my god! I can't manipulate my rolls. There's a reason I put them out in the open.
Fucking insane.
What is
Oh my God.
No, okay, so I'm pretty sure that is in fact a vampire tree.
I am down.
Oh my God.
It is still holding you. So at the beginning of your next turn, you will take 1 death save. But that is the end of its turn.
Insane.
Wait, Kay, didn't you say that you had like 30 HP? Oh wait, no, that was
That's
before the.
more than
that was-
30.
Actually, it is going to move away.
Right, no, that was before. That was before the 10. Right.
Alright, Jake.
What's up?
I have the slasher feat. Does that reduce its movement?
If you hit it, I believe.
I did hit it, yeah.
She did hit it before, yeah.
She's been hitting the roots.
The roots technically don't count as a part. Oh, actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'll say it counts as a part of the whole. How much does it reduce it by? 10 feet.
10 feet.
Okay, so it's got to come back 10 feet. Boop. There you go. Oh, Vaerun. Oh, no, Vaerun.
Do you still have your reaction, by the way, Lyra?
Yes.
You can make an attack of opportunity at it if you'd like. That is unfortunately
Jesus
a miss.
Christ.
That's unfortunate.
That is the end of its turn, Vestelle. It is now your turn.
I don't suppose a tree has blood, does it?
From the best that you can
sap.
tell, it probably doesn't have blood.
Maple syrup.
Hey?
Okay.
I mean, this is a tree in a vampiric forest, so
You never know.
if anything's going to have blood, it's
Real quick.
probably this tree.
Real quick, Ghost Slayer, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if it has blood or not.
Oh.
For you. One of your level 3 abilities is Curse Specialist. It doesn't matter if it has blood or not.
That's pretty.
I knew I read that somewhere, but I couldn't find it. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Curse specialist.
Okay, yeah.
I see.
I'm gonna.
Boom.
Yes.
Ah.
Thank you. I'm going to cast Curse of Binding on it.
Ooh, okay. What does that do? Curse of Binding.
Uh-oh, strength save.
Strength save. Okay. That is a 16.
I think the save is a 12.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I think that gets...
This thing has been making just about every single save, aside from the one dex save from Vaerun.
Yeah, to do one radiant.
Oh, you know what? I would have to actually move up to cast that too.
Oh.
I have to move within 30 feet. So I would.
Yeah,
have to
that's
move up there or something.
That is your bonus action. Unfortunately, as you try and bind it, in that brief moment, you can feel something within that you can pull, and you attempt to bind it to the ground, but unfortunately, it doesn't seem to take. As this creature is strangely resistant to a lot of things.
Is this thing even hurt?
It is actually hurt. That arrow was pretty chunky.
Why is a tree doing more to us than a chimera?
So good question.
I guess I'll just use my action to shoot at it with my crossbow.
Go for it.
Darcy's long career of puppet making is coming back to
That
bite
does
him in
hit.
the ass. The tree
Oh,
wants
do I
vengeance.
get? I
6 points.
still get.
You do have advantage.
advantage, yes. Oh, yeah.
That is still 6 points. Very
Okay.
nice.
That's gonna be it then.
All right, Artemis.
Alright. I'm at 10 health. Running at this thing is probably not the greatest decision that I could make.
It's not conducive to living longer, that's for sure.
But I look at Artemis's like info when it comes to flaws, and I see something that says I don't retreat.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I ride straight to the front line, so onward. I'll charge forward at it, using my bonus action to Hexblade Curse it as my insurance policy.
Mm-hmm.
If I can find my Hexblade Curse, I always want to look in spells. It's not actually there. There we go. Apparently it says I had...
Did you Hexblade Curse the Owlbear?
No, I thought about it and I did not. It's saying I don't have any uses of it, though I've not used it. Oh, because I tried to use it and it wasn't within 30 feet, so it's not going to let me roll. But I'm using it nonetheless.
Yep, that should be fun.
Yeah, so let's see. Okay. All right. And then I will use my movement speed to get right here. And I will swing at it, specifically trying to cut Vaerun loose.
Okay, give me an attack roll.
Sure, and we'll do a little curse attack. And it does have
10,
bless,
unfortunately,
bless.
miss.
There is no
have
bless.
as Vaerun,
Oh,
1,
yeah, right.
lost
Never mind.
concentration, and 2 is down.
You know that meme that's been going around from
I'm in danger.
Cyberpunk Edge Runners, where it's him standing there just staring deadpan at the camera?
Yes.
That's Artemis right now. As that'll be my turn.
All right.
Oh
Well, I
my
can
god.
Emily,
Twiglight's turn.
Emily, I think
Nope.
I think we
Darcy
need
first.
an image of that now.
I actually don't know which one you're talking about.
Someone
Hold
find
up.
it for.
I
I'll
got.
find it.
I got it.
Oh, she's
Photoshopped open.
She got it.
No, I don't have the meme, but I photoshopped open. I'm ready. I also made something like extremely cursed. Just
there you go.
this is the.
Oh my god!
That's great.
Oh my god! Why does
I'm
it
sorry.
match? It's horrifying. Oh, Darcy, it's your turn.
I love it.
I'm just gonna.
That's so wrong. That reminds me of like the orange that like can move its face.
Oh my god.
Oh. All right, Darcy, as you kind of look forward, you blast, and there's almost. You know what? Roll me a d20. Oh no, sorry, a d100. D100.
Okay. 82.
Oh,
That's high.
you. For a brief moment, as you're trying to shoot out this power, it goes out, but in that brief moment, you're like, "Oh shit, that's not gonna do shit." And then in your head, you hear like this, and then something causes it to roll me damage again.
Okay.
Let's hope it doesn't roll a 1 again.
That would be hilarious.
Oh, you know what? Well, I'll take it. 3.
From 1 peanut to 3 peanuts.
As the
That's
blast
how you
almost
do it.
splits and kind of explodes in much more force than you had expected it to. But that is the end of your action. Is there anything else you'd like to do? Run away, run forward?
Not really.
Fair enough. Very, very fair.
The biggest threat right now is not the thing next to me.
All right. Is that the end of your turn?
Arguably, a bigger threat is Varus.
Oh, yeah, probably. Is that the end of your turn?
What are you talking about?
Oh, no, Varus is satiated. He's fine.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right.
You don't need to make another wisdom save if somebody else starts bleeding?
Nope.
Just once.
Okay.
Yeah.
Most that can happen is once a day.
Yep.
Yeah. We really should just let me suck one of your bloods for the day. Every day.
It'll make it easier. Yeah. All right, but Darcy, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
The Twig Blight, it's gonna try. It's gonna give it its best effort. Let's
go.
It's gonna
miss.
It doesn't
The
even
old
matter
college
who it was
try.
going for. Like the two of you are literally like you have your hands on the top of a baby's head, and that's trying to like swipe at your feet, and you're basically just holding it at arm's length. That's basically what's happening.
I imagine it's just like gnawing at Darcy's pant leg.
Yep. That's yeah. It's not being very successful. Lyra, it's your turn.
I say he's honestly kind of cute.
Seeing this desperate situation, I am going to charge forward 20 feet, and I'm going to reckless attack this thing.
Let's go!
Woo! So I'm going to
23,
Thank
13
God.
points of slashing. All right. And 1 point. Oh, sorry, 15 points minus 2 more. And then as you swing, you see that the fire damage seems to do ever so slightly more than you expected. It takes 2 points of fire damage instead of 1.
Every single time I go into Discord now, I'm just seeing that friggin' Lyra picture.
Can you change the server picture?
Oh my god. To the Lyra picture? Sure.
So disturbing.
Oh
my god.
I don't want to do this. Oh my god. It's beautiful, but it's awful.
Oh god.
Oh.
Well, now it needs to just be an emote in this fucking server, don't it?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Oh, if someone wants to crop it and make it smaller, sure. Oh my god.
Good god.
Yeah, Lyra, that's your action. Is there anything else you'd like to do? You are
I would like to
frenzied, so you can swing
yeah.
again. Since you did it recklessly, you have advantage on both. 14. Sheesh. As you swing, it's 16.
Ooh,
8 points of fire damage.
16 plus 8. Yeah,
Oh
there.
my god, yeah.
24.
With these 2 swings, it looks real injured after these impacts, seemingly having very, very much of an impact on its HP pool. All right. Is that the end of your turn?
I have 10 feet of movement. I'll go here.
Right.
And then I'll end my turn.
Varus.
No.
There it is.
Oh my god.
Scared of how quickly you can do that.
That was so
It's
fast.
amazing. I love it.
Oh my god.
I love as well just the tricorn hat.
Yeah. Just it's superimposed onto it. Well,
Oh my
Varus
god,
is gonna do what
Emily is
Varus does
fantastic.
best, which is bonus action steady aim, I guess, and shoot the fucking tree.
Go for it. You have advantage.
Yeah, I think that'll hit.
Oh my god. It is still up, but it's looking real rough.
Oh, the next one is
Son of a bitch.
Vaerun.
Oh, I really wanted to kill it before that, but sorry, my guy.
Vaerun,
Oh, he might be dead.
you
that's
lose
my
a death
turn.
save as you are still grappled by it.
Oh, and the tree is right now.
All right. Thank you for the death saving throw. That is the end of its turn.
Oh,
As it goes
this
to the
shit
tree's
sucks.
turn. Ooh,
Take a
baby.
lot of, it did just take a lot of damage from Lyra.
It did just take a lot of damage from Lyra, but Artemis also came up to it and tried to cut it loose. Though he did no damage, so you know what? You're right. The current imposing threat is Lyra. Branch, this is towards Lyra. 18.
Hmm.
You take 17 points of bludgeoning damage, reduced to half, which is, I believe, 8.
Yep.
And you are now, and it's going to try and grapple you again. Oh, that's an 11.
That's its
That
first
misses.
missed attack.
It misses.
Aside from Vaerun.
All right, and that is the end of its turn. It's not healthy enough to try and it's smart. No, it's not going to do anything. It's just going to sit there. That's the end of its turn. Vestelle, it's your turn.
Okay, halberd.
Halberd.
Actually, I'll probably go. Can I reach it from here?
Yes.
Yes.
Halberds have reached 10 feet.
14. That actually misses.
Son of a bitch.
Bonus action with the other end.
That one hits. You'll have to
There you
reroll the
go.
damage. It's a D4 plus your right, which is another D4 plus your strength modifier, which is, I believe, a 4.
So just 2d4 plus 4.
Yep.
Jake.
Okay, hope this works.
7. That's not bad. That's not bad. It is still up just by a
Son of a bitch.
Artemis,
Jake.
you've got
Lyra, what's
this.
I forgot, since I use Reckless Attack, it has advantage on its rolls.
Oh!
Oh,
it does.
shit.
Grasping
Oh, no.
Grace. That's a 26.
Oh,
I mean, yeah, so...
fair, yeah.
You would take 8 points of bludgeoning, and they would pick you up, and it would
It
bite you
reduced
with a
to
bonus
4.
action. 13. That misses,
At
though.
least. Well,
Oh,
no,
that's
that's
advantage.
Advantage.
Still 13.
Oh, let's go!
13.
You are not down, but you are picked up. That is the end of its turn. It goes to Vestelle.
Yeah, I don't think I can do anything else.
Unfortunately, it is not dead. Artemis, it's your turn.
All right, I'm gonna make 2 attacks at it, both cursed. I am going to, let's see. Yeah, I'll move up to right here so that I'm flanking with Lyra at the very least.
Mm-hmm.
And make 2 attacks at advantage.
Go for it.
So here is the first.
26.
let's go.
That is actually more than enough. How do you want to do this, Mr. Artemis?
All right, and I'll go ahead and just roll this one as well. Okay. Yep. As so yeah. As let's see, it's holding on to Lyra, correct?
Currently, yes.
Lyra
it's holding on
and
to Lyra
Vaerun.
and Vaerun.
All right. I will. See. Okay. Because I'll need to roll my thing real quick, so let me roll that, and that'll determine how this goes.
Go for it.
I just passed. Okay.
Ooh, barely.
Yeah, it could have been bad. Well, no, I auto-fill. Because I rolled on that one on the last time, didn't I?
Oh my god.
Oh, fuck.
Well, I think that guy's just in range, so it should be fine. Unless my allies here count as difficult terrain, in which case that's up to you, Jake.
In which case, I'm getting stabbed again.
Yeah.
The tree
but
is,
no, so...
If you kill the tree with the first hit, it wouldn't impose anything on you. Vaerun is unconscious. He cannot hold you back. And I think Vestelle is not quite in the way, so you would be fine to reach it.
Gotcha. Okay, so yeah. I'll then, since I autofill, I'll basically run to where it's grabbing onto Lyra and use my first strike to cut at that like branch or vine or whatever it is that's holding on to her.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will basically jump like right onto its mouth opening and then almost jump inside and impale it through the back of what would be its mouth with the second strike.
Mm-hmm.
And then immediately after, when Artemis pulls out the blade, he kind of grins and laughs a little bit with his voice changing like it has every time. As his eyes turn that hazel color, he immediately, with breakneck speed, flies at this one and has to obviously make the attack.
Yep.
Reaction. Let's see. Which I do heal.
You do heal.
On the one.
Let's hope you don't knock yourself out.
Does that hit?
Well, I assume that. Oh
my
god.
Okay, yeah. So I mean, I would be at 1, but I would heal for. Let me see how much.
Charisma plus level.
Yeah, so 5 plus 4, so I heal for 9. So
you're at 10. You're at what you are.
Yep.
Yeah. As yet again, as Artemis flies at that one and somehow misses, almost like falling over. In this form of like his voice altered, he just says, weak. And then again stabs himself.
Mm-hmm. Artemis, I believe that is the end of your turn.
Yeah.
Darcy, you are still in initiative.
There is a twig blight.
There is still a twig blight. Useless as he may be.
He can take an opportunity attack if he wants to.
Oh, did you move away from it?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh. It'll try. Oh my god!
Oh my god, it actually fucking hit.
It bit through the hem of your pants and into your leg.
This is where we find out that if you get hit by one of those things, like you die in 24 hours, no save.
Yeah.
You
like you're done.
No, I'm kidding. You're fine.
It turns you into a tree.
Yep.
I've taken my first point of damage while outside of the possession bit. But Darcy's going to rush on over to Vaerun, get out his pull off his bag, go into it, and pull out a healer's kit and get to work on Vaerun.
Okay. That is your action to stabilize him, and he is stable.
Woo!
Without having to make any checks. Nice. It is now the Twigblade's turn. Twigblade's going to bite Artemis, or try to. Or, sorry, claw Artemis. That's a 9. That's the end of its turn. Lyra, it's your turn.
I'm back.
Perfect. The tree blight is dead. However, there is still a twig blight that is currently pestering Artemis. He made an attack and actually hit on Darcy, but otherwise has been completely useless.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna go over here and just bop it with my...
Great axe, go for it.
No, I'm gonna reckless attack this.
Fair.
Wow.
24.
Yeah, I think it's dead.
Yeah. It's yeah. That's the end of combat. Nicely done. As things kind of settle down, the adrenaline starts to burn low. You guys realize that Darcy is currently like very much fretting over Vaerun, and Darcy checking over him, checking for a pulse very quickly before you attend to him. He is still alive, though just barely. Failed one automatically, and failed one from a roll.
I had a feeling. All right. I think he's going to make it. But we should probably find somewhere for him to come to.
Can I give him healing potion? Does that do anything?
Yeah, if you give him a healing potion, he'll come right back up.
Okay. Let's move up. Still have a few of these potions. Might help them.
Oh, no, those will have him up right as rain, but either way, I don't think we should be moving around too much right now. You and Artemis especially.
Yeah, which Artemis is sitting there holding onto the blade that's inside his side as he almost yanks it out and almost lets go of it as it flies about 6-7 feet forward, and then he begins to just cough up blood.
Mm-hmm.
So is this something else we're going to have to talk about?
As all of you kind of begin to gather in the aftermath of this, you see and look up as the clouds gather almost just a little bit thicker, and this rain starts to pour down. And for a brief moment, you think it's normal rain, and then you realize that all of a sudden the entire landscape is beginning to take on a deep crimson coloration as almost everything begins to get soaked in this. If it wasn't for the region, you'd think it might be just red paint, but it's definitely not.
Of course, this place rains blood.
I think I just kind of like stick out my tongue just to make sure it is blood.
Oh yeah, he doesn't have the. Yeah, I was gonna try to like grapple you before you could bite any of the. I don't have to worry about that.
It's
to be fair. To be fair,
raining blood, but still tackles Varus off the cliff.
To be fair, I don't know if you would actually know that I'd be fine with it.
Okay, then I would probably do that.
You tackle Varus. All right.
I would try to grapple him at least.
Give me a contested strength.
Roll.
So you have an athletics versus his acrobatics or athletics.
Man, I wonder what I'll try.
Yep. Vestelle, as you try and grapple Varus, he just kind of takes a step off to the side. It's like, and just dodges you.
I'm fine. Usually once a day is enough for this.
Good to know. Sorry.
That's perfectly fine. Right. Sticking up my tongue, it does taste like blood.
It does.
If anything lands on.
Though, it seems highly diluted.
Right, let's see if we can't find a cave. Get some cover from all this.
I give Vaerun the health potion.
Right. You kind of uncork it, you feed it to him. Vaerun, heavy breath. You're back up with 7.
It's alive.
Now we're even.
Though everything hurts.
We need to find some sort of shelter. Something out of all this and away from that. As Darcy points vaguely at the tree and at the owlbear.
Guys, is it my eyes or is this blood everywhere?
It's raining blood.
It's a little bit of both, probably.
Highly diluted, but blood nonetheless.
Lovely place.
I would like to inspect the owlbear. See if we can, I don't know, get any other kind of information out of it.
Yeah, can I also check it out? See if it's been like... I'm just curious if it's been bitten anywhere. Like, something we would do.
Sure.
Or if this was like a weirder chain.
Okay. Darcy, you said you were going to try and find shelter?
I was suggesting that to the group. Darcy doesn't know what to look for, aside from maybe cave.
But let's cover Vestelle and Varus first. As the two of you kind of glance over this owlbear and try to inspect it, Vestelle, unfortunately, due to The state its body is in, it's very difficult to try and ascertain any sort of information, especially with all this kind of blood rain coming down, obscuring your hands and just almost clotting a lot of it. You can see there's a lot of blood, but you can't tell what's this creature's blood and what is coming from the sky and what is your blood. And it's very difficult to tell if there's any real differences between this creature and, potentially any other owlbear. Of course, as you glance inside of its mouth, as you pull the beak up ever so slightly. Actually, no, you wouldn't need to do that because Artemis cut the lower half of its head off. But just looking at it, even on the interior of the beak, you could see like this row of almost unnaturally placed teeth along the inside of it. It looks vaguely humanoid and incredibly out of place.
Vaguely humanoid?
Yeah. Just if you look on the inside of someone else's jaw and see those teeth and basically move those teeth onto the interior of the beak, that's essentially what you see.
Uh-huh.
But Varus, you also can tell that there is no bite marks. Kind of searching along the fur, searching for knotted parts, there's no bite marks. Though you can't tell if this creature kind of was affected by the region around or if it was caused by something else. It seemed to have kind of taken on these traits either through time or just naturally. You're not entirely sure.
Mm-hmm.
There's evidence that it's had these sets of kind of like almost humanoid teeth inside of its mouth for a long while.
Gotcha.
Possibly even from birth.
Good to know. Yeah, I would let people fucking know. And then, I guess, start looking for shelter, I suppose, if that's what we want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, very much. So,
can I investigate this tree?
The tree itself? Sure. What are you trying to look for?
Anything that, like, any odd markings or anything that, like, seems out of place or unnatural.
Give me a investigation check or nature. From the best that you can tell, other than this being a strangely different tree, it seems to have been taken by some sort of magic, but honestly, other than that, it's very difficult to tell what differences it might have had. You're not even sure why it awoke. But kind of checking through, the normal sap that you would have expected almost has a kind of bloody color. It comes out a deep crimson rather than kind of the normal gucky brown.
No. In a place that rains blood, I don't know what I expected.
All right. Are you guys going to attempt to look for shelter?
yes, please.
I will give whoever wants to guidance.
I'm just following someone because I am very exhausted.
I'll guidance myself.
All right. Vaerun guidances himself. You can make me a survival check. Anybody else who wants to can do so as well. Never mind.
I don't think we need it. Hey, roll your guidance. Yeah, there you go.
29.
Oh my God.
Jeez.
Everyone wants to crawl into a
fully
hole.
furnished cave.
Mm-hmm. You find a fully... No, you don't.
5-star.
5-star cave, leaving a great review. But as you guys kind of glance around Vaerun, just investigating the landscape itself and just looking at how things are built, you get a general feeling that there's probably caves close by, though they probably won't be very large. They'll be relatively shallow and easy for you to crawl into, but not comfortable by any means. And within 5 minutes of doing so, you guys manage to find a small cave in which you can kind of place yourselves, at the very least for the time being. Oh, actually, Give me a second.
I don't like that.
You don't have to not like it. Come on, Varus.
Good trap. Good die.
No. It's fine. Don't be so pessimistic. It is not awful.
This is like outside Curse of Shroud type place.
Let's see if this works. 1 second. I'm just gonna turn this off. Turn this off. Turn that on. Boom. Can you see that?
I mean, not yet, but oh, there we go.
Well. Okay then.
Cool. You guys are still outside the trap point. Not quite inside yet, but soon. Let me see if I can copy that, put that there. You guys are currently here.
Nice.
All right. But as you guys kind of settle into this cave, in that brief moment, I believe, is it noon or is it night? I don't remember. If only it was a 24-hour clock. Wait, is it? Can I change it to be?
It's probably noon.
We left pretty early, I think. From what is the next day? From Green Spire?
I think it took. It might be no, because we had to walk from Greenspire to here, and I think it only took about a day, maybe 2.
Yeah, I think it took more than a day to get here for sure.
All right. Anybody who wants their clothes hemmed up and wounds stitched, I'll see to it. Frankly, we're probably going to need your magic more than anything else around here.
At the very least, I'll keep a watch for now, so get at least some rest.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to lay back for a bit.
Right. If you want me to stitch up any, because those bites do not look good.
These do not at all.
Right. In that case, I'll get to you first. That way you can just snipe it all off. Yeah, I'm just gonna stitch up any of Vaerun's bites.
Mm-hmm. There's quite a large open wound on his shoulder. From
that's getting like healers can have like bandages and whatnot that don't, like, in terms of flavor, like Vaerun is being like patched up. Anything that can be sewn up is being sewn up with the thread that's still been soaking in the healing potion.
Mm-hmm.
And anything else is wrapped up in a bandage.
Makes sense. But as you guys kind of settle inside this rather shallow cave, maybe about 20 feet deep into the actual mountainside itself, there's a small overhang that prevents most of the rain from coming in, but there is still bits of it at the very front. And you can see that the rain starts to thicken and get more pronounced. It becomes quite heavy. And it doesn't seem to be letting up soon.
I sit at the front of the cave and just kind of keep an eye out.
Mm-hmm. Varus, Vestelle, both of you give me a charisma saving throw.
Oh no. Oh boy. Yep.
Oh.
that fits. Both of us with our +1.
Okay. Strangely, you seem drawn to the rain. As both of you the rest of you watch as Varus stands up from his position at the edge of the cave itself and just walks straight out into the rain itself and just kind of, starts taking off his trousers, or sorry, not trousers, his shirt. And you can see
what?
He takes off his shirt and just kind of opens up his arms, and you can see this blood begin to flow all over him, including...
So real quick.
Oh.
Completely takes off like the top clothes? Like armor and everything, or just...
Anything you would reasonably take off to expose more skin.
But yeah, I guess just the shirt. Which does, I guess, bring me to something. If anyone's looking at him, you will see a massive scar from the top right of his back all the way to the bottom left. That looks... What is the best word? Not festered, but like something that didn't heal correctly, but was opened constantly.
Festered is probably the correct word.
Yeah, it's just not like infected or anything, but it is.
Yeah,
it does not look good.
Ragged. Yes, I would have walked outside as well.
Yep, and Vestelle did basically the same thing. You kind of would have taken off your trench coat and whatever else to expose a little bit more skin.
GM.
Mm-hmm.
Do I need to roll my wisdom save? Since I am below half?
Yes.
Alright, because if I fell, I might be awake for this.
I mean, are you guys trying to take a short rest or long rest? Because it would be very difficult to... Actually, let me double check. It is
short rest for a long rest.
It is noon.
Yeah, short rest.
So we can't long rest.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Well, kind of saying that's mildly concerning.
Right.
But you two, as soon as the blood kind of begins to drench into you, you return to being yourselves.
Yuri?
You all good over there?
I think if we've come back to ourselves, I think Varus, realizing he's taking off his shirt, just kind of like quickly puts that shit back on.
Yeah, Vestelle too.
Here we see vampires in their natural habitat.
The blood rain.
All right. Artemis, your legs aren't looking too good. You're going to need to take your pants off so I can actually stitch those up.
I just slowly look at him.
You stabbed yourself in both your legs. I'll stitch up the pants too.
You're...
Oh.
You know, all things considered, I think that last fight went pretty well.
Right. Lyra being dragged away by a moving tree, Vaerun nearly dying. You joining the Bitten by Varus club.
You know, it wasn't all it hyped up to be, I will admit.
And you losing your bloody mind. Several times.
Yeah, that'll happen from time to time.
So far, an eventful trip.
But hey, at least no one died.
It would have been nice to know that you're apparently prone to stabbing yourself in the leg out of frustration.
Well, to be fair, it wasn't really me.
That's even more relevant.
Not sure you can just say that and not elaborate.
Should we be worried?
Not particularly. It's never really anything that occurs for too long. It's more momentary.
But it seems to be happening a lot.
Well, that was only because, to be fair, those little tree things were kind of chumps.
The point is, why was that happening?
So, you know how I've mentioned before that I, let's say, had seen a lot more than I probably should have seen, or that anyone would see in a single lifetime.
Right.
Yeah. A funny little tidbit that. That's because I kind of hold up the blade that has all the carvings and whatnot, and the one carving that's like glowing a bluish color. That would be because of this.
Explain, please.
So before I met Welna, I was just your everyday person, I guess. Nothing special. Courier, I'm sure you all have concluded that much. But then my village was destroyed. I met Welna, and Welna passed on her sword to me.
Or has another thing in it that can influence you?
Pagan.
Has another thing in it that can influence you?
Yes and no. It's so. So basically, everyone prior to Welna that's wielded this blade has passed on, some through combat, others through more natural occurrences. And specifically, the ones that have died via combat and while still in possession of this blade, they are not really in the blade, I would say, though they might be. I don't know. I've never really bothered to look into it too much. But I occasionally can take on their personalities, their most...
Whoops, don't worry about that.
Most dire moments of their life, and they all come back to me at once. And when that occurs, well, that happens.
Would you be worried about what happens to your soul when you die? Soul should go to the gods, not into this blade.
It doesn't necessarily mean my sword goes, or my soul goes into the blade. It's more my memories go on into it. The blade itself is kind of like a baton that's passed on in a relay race. Each person that gets it gets the memories and the experiences of each person. The idea is that it eventually makes the perfect hunter. When I said I was a normal guy before I picked it up, I was quite literally, the only thing I knew how to really use was a bow. And other than that, that was pretty much it.
This allowed you to wield swords and use magic and other things?
Yes, because the magic came with the sword, obviously, but the ability to wield this blade and really any weapon, I can use anything that I come across at this point, is because of the people that came before. Like I said, I take on their experiences and their knowledge.
Oh. This seems like kind of a boon. Other than the fact that you're not really sure if anything bad could happen to you just because you're wielding the sword.
Oh well. Part of life is sacrifice, and that is the sacrifice that I, as well as everyone who's come before me, has had to make in pursuit of what we do. What happens to me after the fact, happens. If I stay in the blade for all eternity, then, that's how it happens, I suppose. If I go on and whoever comes after me basically gets to experience what I've seen, then, well, I'd say okay by my book, because that means that at least I'll live on in that regard.
That's true. In a way, this could be your legacy.
Yep, as it is with everyone prior to me. I kind of hold up the shorter blade, since that's the one that's technically the packed weapon, or the hexblade weapon. And he kind of points to each little symbol or carving in the blade, and he says that each one of these is basically someone else prior, and the one that's glowing is the current wielder.
Wait, so you have your own symbol?
Yeah, it's the one that's glowing here. He kind of points it out.
You see this intricate maze of various different runes carved upon the surface of this sword. From far away, it just looks like a lot of intricate and kind of small scratches, but as you get a little bit of a closer look, you now realize that the entire surface is just covered in these, each one identifiable from another one, with a tiny little gap between them, and there is hundreds upon this blade.
I do a religion check to see if any of this is religion based.
You can give me a religion check to see if it's any based on religion.
Just, curious.
Yeah, this is... You've heard a little bit about kind of something like this. You know that each of the gods has their own sets of organizations doing various different things in the belief of their own god. Some of them might be a little bit more cult-like, but they definitely usually work for the greater good, while some of them are definitely cult-like and don't always work for the greater good, while there are some that are, just benevolent and kind of open to all. A few of the ones that you are aware of, the Crown Expanse is one that is typically leaning towards good. They're religious mainly, but they kind of function as a guard force, or elite guard force, for the previous empire that had been existent until about 20 years ago. You don't know what they've kind of been up to since then, but they're one of the ones that exist. There's a few other ones, like the Gravekeepers is part of Artorias's domain, essentially a sect of clerics and paladins who root out unsanctioned undead and necromancy, things like that. And you're guessing that his organization is probably very similar to that.
Okay, just making sure it wasn't a relatively evil god that's where it came from.
But yeah, so very, very fun stuff, really. If you ever see me acting weird, it's because I'm probably dealing with memories from someone else. For example, when we
Memories
were
are a treasure.
saying,
Memories are a treasure.
yeah, like when we were at the last city with the giant tree, for example, there was someone that had this blade who many years ago got married at the top. And a lot of it's kind of like old memories that you would have of your childhood, and you don't really remember them. And they're not really there on the top of your mind whilst you're going about your everyday life. But when you see something that triggers that memory, then, it kind of all hits you. That's kind of how it is, only with just about anything I've done. You have to imagine with exactly 103 people that's come before me, you rack up a lot of time. A lot of memories that kind of come shooting to the surface.
Yeah, I kind of get it. As a long-lived person myself, you only have a certain amount of space to really keep memories, and sometimes you forget, and sometimes they'll just come out and pop out of nowhere.
And that's the extra fun part, is that most of us mortals aren't meant to have that much memory, save for elves, obviously, with your pretty much infinite lifespan. But unfortunately, I'm just a little genasi that'll at most live around 50, maybe 60 years if I'm lucky, and I get to burden around, kind of thinks for a moment, 2,500 years? 3? I can't. I don't know. I don't keep track of them exactly. Before the first plague, I know that much.
Well, at least with that sword, you'll live a life of fun and adventure.
Well, whatever this is right now. As Darcy finishes up the stitching.
All right. Varus, Vestelle, where are the two of you standing?
Would have gone back in the cave, but maybe closer to the opening of the cave than to where everyone else is.
Where's everyone else standing? Artemis, Vaerun, Lyra, Darcy.
I'm kind of just lying down a bit inside the cave.
Yeah,
Gives
probably
me
inside
some
the
light
cave.
sleep.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Varus?
I think probably towards the front of the cave as well, just because I still wanted to keep a lookout.
Give me a perception check.
Sure.
Jesus. Oh, why is it lagging so bad? Let me roll. Please. Games have been weird. My tabletop has been on the verge of crashing for like the last 5 minutes. Maybe it's telling me that I need to chill and I don't need to do all of this. Okay, hold up. You spot something in the trees nearby. Something or someone is kind of ducking and dodging between some of the trees.
Can I keep a track on him or no? Them, I guess I should.
Yeah, they're getting closer. And from the best that you can tell, they seem to be heading straight towards your cave.
We have had time to finish a short rest at this point?
Unfortunately, no. It's been about 15-20 minutes.
I think I look behind me at everyone and just go, Get ready. There's something coming.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
And it seems to be coming decently fast.
Shit, I'm gonna heal.
Well, just so we're all aware, if we fight something again and I happen to kill this individual, that's when you want to probably clear a path from me.
I knew there was something. I had a feeling there was something worse about it.
Yep. Like I said, sometimes their worst moments spring up, and that's typically upon killing.
You can position yourselves however you like.
Yeah.
Oh
Shoot
boy.
this again.
Unless you wouldn't finish a short rest.
No short rest. Not yet.
I imagine Vaerun was closer towards the back than I was because I was moving around people.
Mm-hmm.
Jaws are still glowing halberd out.
Yeah, I think I've got my bow drawn just in case. Kind of taking a knee just to aim better for now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll kind of hide behind this wall adjacent to where Vestelle and Varus are, with me blades out.
Darcy's just holding his quarterstaff like just holding his shillelagh'd quarterstaff like a rifle.
Mm-hmm.
I will use 5 points of lay on hands on myself.
Mm-hmm. Varus, you and Vestelle, as you two are kind of standing shoulder to shoulder, trying to peek outside, trying to determine if there's something goes off in your senses, and you realize that there is something almost directly outside of this cave, though you can't see it. They're not visible. You could hear them, you know vaguely where they are, and they're probably somewhere around here, but you can't see them, and in that moment you're like, oh shit, they might be invisible, as a crossbow bolt comes flying towards you.
Cool.
Quick question. Am I supposed to see anything or no?
No, you're not.
Yeah, I think that one hits.
I need a con save from you, Varus.
Oh, lovely.
I don't think it matters, but attacks against him don't have advantage in this case.
Oh,
They're invisible, so technically they would.
it's from the invisibility. Yeah. It's not from the...
Oh, right. Yeah, because invisibility is a status condition.
Yeah.
It's so dumb, I hate it. So, it's okay. I'm not upset. I'm glad that one D&D is fixing it. So.
The reason they have advantage on you is only because that you are aware of them, but they're still invisible.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you take 9 points of piercing, 22 points of poison, and there's the sneak attack that I haven't put in yet.
I still... What was the con save for?
The con save was for the poison. Oh, you actually succeeded.
That's why I was hold up. 22 points of poison.
You take half as much damage on a fail.
Oh, lovely.
So you take 11 points of poison. And you take 15 points of sneak attack damage.
Cool. So base damage was 9 plus 11, which is 20, plus 15, 35. Which is 30. Cool. Thanks.
Bye-bye.
I am still up.
Is that a little red sliver I see?
Ooh,
yeah, cool. Yeah. It's a little 1 HP marker, if you will.
Oh my god.
As you fall to your knees, you see the singular crossbow bolt just sticking out of your shoulder, and Artemis and Varus, both of you hear and feel this creature just running away.
Fuck you!
Don't
Can
worry.
I shoot at them?
Don't worry, Andrew. He's imaginary.
Can I shoot at them?
You certainly can.
Like right after they shot me?
Yep.
I mean, I'm going to bonus action steady aim, so it'll just be a normal shot, I guess. But yeah, I mean, that definitely doesn't hit.
The arrow goes wide, though you don't know where they were exactly. So unfortunately, it would be very difficult to hit.
As soon as they start running, I want to just go out and see if I can see like which direction they went or if their invisibility dropped or anything.
Certainly. Give me a perception check. Unfortunately, you can't see
It's not rolling for me, sorry.
anything. Oh, no, you rolled a 12.
Okay.
Unfortunately, yeah. As you glance out into the wilderness, the heavy, heavy rain disperses any possibility of seeing who or what the assailant might have been, even if they were no longer invisible.
So Varus has just got an arrow like inches from his heart, pretty much.
Yep.
I'll just reach out and grab him and pull him behind me.
It's like that friggin' it's that picture of like the druid just like, yeah, come at me, fucker, and just an arrow goes in their chest and it's like, you missed.
I just pull Varus back and just say,
find that.
Unfortunately, I don't have the magic hand. Can't help you there.
Alright, yeah, give Varus a heal, because he's gonna die.
Lyra's just completely clueless. What's happening? Are we under attack?
Kind of, but they seem to have run. I kind of like peek my head out
Give me a
next to
perception check.
Vestelle and just see.
If we're going to be dealing with hit and run tactics, this is going to be a far
24.
shittier adventure than I thought.
You do spot the very back of what appears to be a creature sprinting off into the woods, directly away from the cave.
Can I tell two things? Like, I guess, what race they are, as well as like what clothing they're wearing, and if they seem like they're running like directly away.
They are running directly away.
Gotcha.
The race is almost impossible to tell. Their head is covered in this cowl, and their body is kind of wrapped up in this set of leathers. You can't really tell if they're a man or a woman,
How far
or
are
anything. They look to have been relatively humanoid, so you're guessing like a human, an elf, something like that. Probably too small to be a Firbolg or a Goliath, but for that, you spotted them. They were probably about 60, 70 feet away already, and just gaining speed as they were running away.
I'm just gonna ask. I don't know if this is gonna be helpful at all, but as they got close, did I sense like a familiar feeling I got when I felt Vestelle around, or no?
No, there was no such feeling.
Okay.
As they're like running and they get around the end of like just out of my vision, I'll kind of like peek around, holding my blade up, kind of aim it, take into account how far they are, and just raise it slightly as I'm going to fire an Eldritch Blast.
Go for it.
It's like, okay, like kind of lick my fingers, see which way the wind's going, take into account the Coriolis effect, and it fire.
Bang.
Eldritch Blast. Eldritch Blast. 17.
17? Misses.
Yep. As this, just slowly put it back down and roll back around the cave's entrance.
Though you aren't sure if your attack hit or miss, it just kind of disappeared into the air.
Yeah. Hmm. Very very neat. Well, we might want to stay back into the deeper part of the cave. Probably try and rest up, heal ourselves, and leave. Let's see. Does anyone have any oil, anything like that?
No.
Oil?
Yes, oil specifically. Let me see what I have in here.
Yeah, I got some oil.
Alright, let me see what's in my scholar pack real quick. Okay. Now, you mind parting ways? You're not gonna feel hurt with this.
I've got a few. I've got a few of them. How many do you need?
Kind of look around. 2, I think, should be fine.
Jake, I guess we
Here you
should.
go.
I guess it should be stated, by the way, Jake.
Mm-hmm.
Alert would technically negate the advantage given by invisibility.
Oh.
Because it states that other creatures don't gain advantage on attack rolls against you as a result of being unseen by you.
Oh. Then sure.
So, I mean, it still was a 25. It's still
hit, yeah.
Yeah.
Just
but just for future reference,
Yep.
Artemis and I cannot be advantage attacked by invisible creatures.
Good to know.
Yeah.
What was the Jeremy Mary Crawford ruling that fucking everyone was pissed about?
Technically, that means sneak attack wouldn't have happened either, because he didn't have advantage.
Well, the Jeremy Crawford rule that I was referencing is that technically the invisible condition just says that all attacks have advantage.
Yeah, that's dumb.
It has nothing to do.
No,
it has nothing to
that's
do with you not being seen. It's just invisibility.
No.
Like technically, if you have true sight, someone who is invisible still has advantage on you, even though you're technically able to see them. It's really stupid.
It's only because they couldn't be seen, and like you couldn't predict where the arrow or crossbow bolt in this case came from. That was the only reason they might have had advantage. But because you had alert, they didn't have advantage, and you wouldn't have taken the sneak attack damage, which was what, 16, 15, 15.
15. So I'll add 15 back as well.
Mm-hmm.
Dope. Doing better than I was.
Just a little bit better.
Well, if we want to hide in the deeper part of this cave, we can put some oil down here, and if they decide to come in here, we'll at least probably hear the footsteps of water, of liquid being splashed, and maybe if they're really extra stupid, they might slip and fall and make our jobs a hell of a lot easier when we inevitably roll around the corner, very upset that they shot Varus.
The only problem with that would be
so long as
they can't walk on
realize that there's oil on the ground and ignite it, thus probably burning us alive or suffocating us.
Or if they can walk on walls, that they won't need to walk on the floor.
Oh yeah, no, that's a good point, assuming that they're like similar to you two. Maybe this is out of character. Maybe if we build a door, they'll have to knock and ask to come in, right? Have to be invited in.
If you had a creation bard, you could definitely make a door.
That is true.
Yeah, but I say that out of character because I don't think we all would know about that caveat for some vampires. So, but
that caveat actually doesn't exist for vampires in this world.
What are you talking about?
It's the fucking dumbest thing in the universe. No, it doesn't exist. It's stupid.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Then yeah, we'll probably just want to hide in the corner here, try and rest up, and hope that they are simply running back and wherever they came from and don't plan on returning.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I feel like they did a number on Varus, and the rest of us aren't exactly in the best condition. So if they were smart and aware of what conditions we were in, they'd probably come in and try and finish the job. So.
Well, yeah.
As you guys continue your rest, very, very high alert the entire time. An hour passes by with no interruption, as a short rest does get completed.
All the people I stitched up, which would have been Artemis, Vaerun, and Lyra as well. You can all have an extra dice.
Is it an extra hit die or just like a flat roll?
if you roll at least 1 hit dice, you can roll an additional hit dice.
Okay, neat. I'll roll another d10 then, since that's what I rolled there. What cons? That'd be 11.
Wouldn't it add the HP back to me?
Did it not add it back for you? Oh, you didn't roll any.
You didn't roll it, yeah.
Like it wouldn't give me like. Do I have to manually roll it?
No. If
There should have been a
Press the button.
when you're given the short rest option, there should be a thing that says like roll hit dice.
It was like X'd out for me. Like it wouldn't let me do it.
Oh, that's weird. Okay, you could just roll it manually from your sheet.
Probably because you may not have like hit the long rest button last time we did a long rest, and refreshed your hit die.
Nope, his hit dice is still full. Which is why I'm confused. I don't know.
That's very interesting.
I think I add like. Do I add like what 8 to it?
No, you don't add anything to it. You add your Constitution modifier, which is a +4, which is already added.
I think I get the extra roll from Darcy.
Oh yes, so you get another D12 +4. Nice. You heal another 10. But your hour goes by and it is eerily quiet. The sound of the blood rain continuing thick and heavy outside, though no sign of the assailant.
Well, that means that they didn't come in and finish the job, but that also means that they've probably run back to perhaps a boss or someone they look up to and have mentioned their presence.
To be fair, they ran straight at us. I think they already knew we were here.
Oh yeah, but I'm saying that they may have went to find maybe like a scout or whatever, you know. We're out here, saw us, tried to finish one of us off, and then maybe want to go back and tell whoever. I don't know.
I think we should get moving so they don't come back.
Oh yeah, no, I don't particularly care. I'll ride straight into that bitch. Cart, reins in one hand for the cart and the sword in the other.
Hey, do you still have that arrow that hit you, Varus?
I definitely would have taken it out by now, but yeah.
Yeah. Can I take a look at it and just see if there's anything noteworthy about it?
Sure. You take a look at it.
There was definitely poison on it.
Give me an investigation check. Well, there's a material familiar to you and Varus on the tip of it. Ironwood. Though other than that, it seems completely unremarkable.
It must be rich.
Well, do we want to continue on?
Yeah, continue on trending forward, keeping an eye out now.
What's Varus? You want to take the back and I take the front?
Sure.
You and I seem to be, you know, on alert.
I hate it here.
I wish when I stabbed myself I went for the jugular.
All right, but as you guys begin to wander back into the blood rain to continue the journey, pushing towards the Tri-Castle, that is where we'll call this week. A little bit of a late start, unfortunately, because I got home late. I apologize about that, but I think it was nonetheless a very interesting session.
Guys, I was lying. I did in fact have a fall.
I figured that was the case.
Yeah, man, really.
I know.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Shocking, truly. No one saw it coming.
I want
Yeah.
Mr. Perfect back.
Yeah, this was I'm trying to get back into the groove of balancing encounters. I
think we're just unlucky.
Oh, that,
Yeah, no,
that,
we
was,
were
that was really
that was
unlucky, but
It would have.
Succeeding both wisdom saves against my spells.
All I'm
That was
saying
funny.
is
When it was rolling a flat d20.
yeah. What's up, Andy?
Oh no, I was just gonna say because you said that Vaerun was -2 on death saves, right?
Mm-hmm.
If that, it's a good thing we didn't kill that little bitty twig dude.
Oh, yes.
Because if we hadn't have killed, or if we would have killed him at any point, and I failed that save, which I mean I did because it was in that one prior, so
You would have been hitting Vaerun.
I would have coup de grace Vaerun.
Oh,
Why?
you're right.
There was a very
That would have
high
been-
likelihood that could have happened, yeah.
That would have been an interesting conversation to have after the
Yep.
fact.
Oh my lord. And congratulations, Andy. I believe you have the most debilitating weakness.
Yep.
Just really keep an eye out.
Yeah.
Mine can be good for clearing small enemies, but it can also be a detriment to myself and whichever poor unfortunate soul happens to be nearest to me.
You need a way to like stop you. I have hold person. If you do that, I might try and stop you.
No, it's a reaction. It occurs.
Shit.
Yeah. It's essentially
I
fast and immediate, so it's very difficult to stop.
Does it only happen
have
once?
to I have to bite Vaerun now. He's the only one left.
Oh yeah.
He's not part of the club yet. He hasn't been initiated.
That's our
Nope.
party's symbol. Is just 2 bites on each of us.
Exactly.
Everyone but Varus.
No, I can do that.
No, that
I
is
can
true.
make that so.
That is true.